Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Teague, and Season 3, Episode 8 of The Walking Dead just aired tonight. Now, it is the mid-season finale tonight. Unfortunately, we do have to wait until February, but if you guys have not seen this episode or previous episodes, please do not watch this video because I will be giving some spoilers away. Now, last week, I asked the question, will we ever see Morgan again? And, we did not see Morgan this episode, and still, I'm not sure if or when we will ever see Morgan. But this week, all I want from you guys is to tell me your predictions for the next half of Season 3. I really want to know what your guys' predictions are. I do have a few of myself, but I'm just going to kind of keep it open because pretty much anything can happen. So, this episode starts off with a black man in the woods, and we find out that it is Tyrese. And Tyrese is from the comics, and he's with a group of people, and they're running through the woods killing zombies and shit. And one of the girls is bit, so they're trying to find some place, and they're like carrying her around, and they find a building that's all broken down, and they get in there and they decide to bring the bit woman in there. So they go in that building, and we find out that it's the prison at the end of that. So Tyrese and his gang find the prison, and then it comes back to the governor and Penny, which is his zombified daughter, and he's like just yelling at her and shit, trying to like get her normal or whatever. And then it goes to Glenn and Maggie, and Glenn rips off the zombie's arm that he killed last weekend, rips off that arm, takes some bones out so him and Maggie have a couple weapons and shit. Then the governor's talking to Merle, and Merle says, or no, the governor says they got to go to the prison, and Merle says, well, about my brother. And then the governor says, we'll kill all of them except your brother. And then Rick and the gang is in Woodbury right now, so they're trying to find Glenn and Maggie, and some dude walks in, and they're like, they grab the dude and they're asking him where their friends are, and the dude has no idea what's going on because the governor keeps everything secret from the citizens of Woodbury, so the dude has no idea what is going on. And then it goes back to the prison for a little bit, and Beth is holding the baby, Axel's trying to hit on her and shit. Carol takes Axel by and talks to him, and then Axel says to Carol, or Axel says he's trying to get some, and he says everybody's taken, and he called Carol a lesbian, and Carol said she wasn't a lesbian, and then Axel wanted to fuck Carol, but then that never happened. And but they did say that they were in the guard tower later, so maybe they did do some banging there. I don't know, maybe. But then it goes to Maggie and Glenn, and they end up getting out of their little room. Maggie stabs a dude in the throat, and then they're fighting with Merle. She points a gun at Merle, but then some dudes are behind her with a gun. So right there I'm thinking, ah, shit, they're gonna die. And then they take them in, and then Rick goes downstairs where they are, and right there I'm like, yes, they're going to be saved. Rick is going to save them. And then they throw in some flashbangs and save Glenn and Maggie, which was awesome. And then Glenn tells Daryl that it was Merle that took them. So now Daryl knows that his brother is in there, and Daryl wants to see his brother, so Rick has to like yell at him and say that you have to be with us until we get out of here. And like Daryl can come back after that, you know, and talk to his brother or something, but they just need to get out of there for now. And then Daryl says, yeah, sure, we'll do that. So Michonne stays back, and she's going up into like the governor's apartment or something, and she's trying to find, at this point I'm thinking she's going to find Andrea, take Andrea with him, or she's going to kill the governor. And then Andrea's shooting, and she sees Oscar because she said it was a African American guy with a prison suit on, so she sees Oscar. And then Rick is shooting at somebody, and all out of the corner is Shane. And I'm like, what the fuck? What is Shane doing here? Shane's got like a big beard, and he's got a shotgun. So the Shane dude shoots Oscar with the shotgun. Oscar goes down. And then Rick goes over, shoots Shane, then goes up to him and sees that it's not Shane at all. So right there, I think that's something big. I think that means Rick is like maybe going crazy. For some reason, he's thinking about Shane again. And they did not just put that in there for it not to mean anything. So that obviously means something. I just have no idea what it means. Tell me what you guys think about that, about the whole Shane thing. And then Daryl is like, I'm going to hold you guys back, or I'm going to, you know, shoot, and you guys get the hell out of there. So Daryl just needs to get out of there. But what I'm thinking is he just wants to see his brother. He wants to, like, kill all those people and get to his brother. And then it goes back to the prison, and they hear screams. So Carl's going to find out what is going on with those screams, and he finds a new gang, Tyrese and them, and he saves them, brings them back to a cell, and locks them up in there, and they're all kind of mad. But then they have to kill the woman that got bit. And that's the last that we saw of that group of Tyrese and them. And I thought it was pretty cool that they introduced some new characters at the end of this episode. I was expecting them to introduce new characters in this episode. I really was, but I expected it to be at the very end of this episode, not the very beginning. But it's still really cool that we got to meet some new characters, and then I'm sure that they will help. And then it goes to excuse me, it goes to Michonne, and she finds the governor's heads, and in those heads is Michonne's walker pets that she had in like the beginning couple episodes. She had those walker pets to get the other zombies away from her, and I'm thinking that those walker pets were related to Michonne somehow, so I thought that they were going to like show those walker pets, she sees them, and then she goes crazy. That was my prediction. But then she finds the zombie girl, and she's about to kill it, but then the governor walks in. He's like, no, don't shoot, and he puts his gun away. And then he comes up, she puts the fucking sword through the little girl's mouth, and then her and the governor are going at it. They're fighting, and then governor breaks open those glass cases, like the fish tanks, and the heads are trying to bite Michonne. Shit's getting crazy. I'm figuring Michonne's not going to die, because they're not going to kill Michonne. Michonne's pretty badass. She can't die. And then she takes a piece of glass and stabs the governor in the eye, which was so cool. And then Andrea comes in, points the gun at Michonne, and then Michonne just walks away. And then Andrea sees the heads, and I'm thinking right here, like, does Andrea know the governor's crazy, or is she going to keep staying with him? I don't know. I don't know why she would keep staying if she sees those zombie heads. But then it goes to, and then it's the governor, and his eye's all fucked up. And they're all talking, and Merle says that he's gonna go find the group because they got over the wall. So Rick and them got over the wall. Glenn is beat to shit. He's all hurt. And Michonne comes back. They're all mad at Michonne, but she said that they need him, or they need Michonne, whether they're gonna go back for Daryl or go back to the prison. And then yeah, Daryl's not back yet. Michonne, or they said that Daryl didn't go with them. So then it's back to the governor. And he's in a big circle. They're like kind of like the gladiator scene, and he's in the middle, and everyone's around him. And he's giving a huge speech that he's scared because one of them is a terrorist, like what they just got attacked by, and it was Merle. So right there, I'm thinking he's gonna kill Merle. And I totally said this. I think it was 2 weeks ago, but I said this in my video. You guys can go check for proof. But I said that he's going to kill Merle because Merle didn't kill Michonne like he said. Merle said that they killed Michonne, you know, all that shit, and he didn't kill her. So the governor found that out. He's going to kill Merle, and then he brings in Daryl, and I'm like, oh fuck, no, they can't kill Daryl. So then the episode ended like that. Governor said, or it ended with the governor looking at the governor's face. So we just see the governor's face at the end, and it looks like he's about to kill Daryl and Merle. So my prediction, actually, before that, I'm just going to say that I'm really glad that Glenn did not die. A lot of people were thinking that Glenn was going to die, and I was actually thinking that too. I was really nervous, like when he was in there with Merle, and even when they were escaping, it looked like he was going to die. But I'm really glad that Glenn did not die. So my prediction for next week, I'm just going to say a couple of them right away. I'm going to say Daryl's not going to die. Daryl's not going to die here. He's either going to run away, Andrea is going to save him somehow, or Rick and the gang is going to come in there and save him. I'm not sure which one is going to happen. It's going to be one of the three, but he will not die. Merle might. Actually, I don't know. I kind of want to see how Daryl and Merle are going to be together, because now Merle is going to be against the governor. So if they save both of them, they have Merle and Daryl on their side. But then Glenn is going to be like, no, I don't like this Merle dude. I want to fucking kill him. And in the previews, it said something about Glenn and Maggie said that we can get this done, or some shit like that. So maybe, yeah, maybe that they will save Merle and Daryl, and then Maggie's going to want to kill Merle. That might be what happens. They're going to take them two back to the prison, and that's going to be what's going on. So then the governor's he's going to go get those dudes at the prison. So shit's going to go down there. That's going to be a few episodes there where like they're searching for the prison. Now they have Tyrese though, but they lost Oscar. See, there's something going on there. Like, for some reason, this show cannot keep more than one big black guy. You know, we had T-Dog, and then once Oscar showed up, they killed T-Dog. And then we had Oscar for a little bit, but then once Tyrese showed up, they killed Oscar. So we'll have Tyrese for a while until we find another big black dude, and then we'll kill Tyrese. I don't get that. I think that they would be in a lot better position if they had two big dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't kill them. Just keep them. And then, of course, Beth will die. I'm getting kind of sick of Beth. Like, I don't hate her as a character, but the fact that she's still there, like, her character is not big. It needs to go. She just needs to die. I think Herschel will die also, and I think Carol will die. I've been saying that Beth and Carol are going to die forever, but I think Carol will die before the season is over, and I'm thinking Beth is going to die next episode. I know I say that every time, but I just think it's going to happen. And then Herschel will have his own episode, you know, with a epic death or something like that. Prison will get overrun, or maybe the governor will kill him. But the governor's going to kill somebody. And I'm not sure who is actually going to kill the governor. Maybe Michonne. I'm not sure. But somehow Andrea's going to get out too. Maybe Andrea will go with the group. I don't know. But that's it, guys. Tomorrow I'm planning on having or making a very special video for you guys. It's going to be like the first half of the season wrap up and then predictions for second half. I'm planning on bringing in a guest for that, one of my buddies. He's been wanting to be one of my videos for a long time, and he watches the show just like I do, so I'm probably going to bring him in for that video. So make sure you guys check that out when I put that up. That'll be a lot of fun to make. So guys, please give me your predictions in the comments. I would love to see them, or follow me on Twitter and send me your tweets, you know what I'm saying. Like this video, please share it with your mom, that always helps. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later.